Hello, my dear friends. It has been a while, has it not? It has been a while. As I've said in my previous video, I said I wasn't going to be recording as a regular because my exams and everything. My exam that I've got coming up in December, which I've got to give you an update on that, by the way. Something that left me really upset and traumatized, and hopefully I'll get everything sorted. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm being positive about it because the solutions that have been given to me seem to be really positive. Let me just so I thought to record a video today because I'm going to the shop and to buy some food for the weekend and stuff. So I thought, right, because honestly I haven't even been going out for walks. It's been that bad. And whenever I've been to the shop, I've been going to the shop with my husband in the evening, so I literally had no time at all to record. So I'm just reversing the car to come out of the drive. Yeah, so I thought, let me record a video for my friends because I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, which honestly I've been missing you lots, and I've been feeling really bad as well. Was it last weekend that my friends came over? The weekend before the last? Honestly, the days are just flying like insane. So I'm even losing track of the weeks and the days, whether it's weekend or weekday, etc. So let me give you a couple of updates what's going on in my life. First of all, I'd actually prepared a video for me to post last Friday or Saturday. It was all ready to go, but my husband advised me against. And I tell you what, it is something that I found out which is scandalous. It's an absolute scandal what I found out about this cosmetic brand. Scandal! Oh my God, so scandalous. And my husband advised me not to post it until I've got all my facts prepared. I've got everything ticked. I'm not. What can I say? I'm not charging anybody with any doing, if you see what I mean. I'm not accusing anybody, any company of doing anything wrong. I'm just stating facts. I've watched the video that I posted to make sure I was only stating facts, and I believe I was, but I didn't entirely feel comfortable because when I told my husband what I found, and initially he was doubting me, saying, are you sure this, have you checked everything? I said, yes, I'm sure. He said, well, then buy another packet and tell me still, you still remain about your opinion. So a couple of days later, I went to the shop and bought exactly the same packet, same price, same everything. And I found the exactly same thing. I won't tell you in this video. I'm sorry that I won't. Like I said, I'm gonna be posting this video again, the video about what I found, very soon after my exam, to be honest. I'm gonna buy a third packet and I'm gonna run the test again. And like I said, I'm not accusing anything. I won't be accusing anything or any companies or anybody. I just like to state facts. And my husband said, you need to be really careful because once you post this, it's gonna go viral like insane, and you don't want to mess around with these big companies. You don't want to mess around because they've got billions in their bank account, and if they put a case against you, you lost it. And that made me feel so scared, honestly. So once I'm done with my exam, I'm gonna run the same video, I'm gonna run the same tests and see, and then I'm gonna only state facts, nothing else. Yeah, so I feel so nervous about it, honestly, since my husband told me, you know, you're gonna be messing around with these big huge conglomerates, you know, and they've got billions of pounds, they can just squash you like anything, so you can only state facts. I said yes, I will, but I'm so scared, but I tell you what, the world needs to know about it, so please stay tuned. Once I finish my exam, I'll record, I'll run the test again, and to be honest, I'm gonna buy this package, I'm gonna run the test in front of you, and then I'm gonna ask you, am I seeing anything wrong here? Because honestly, I'm so gobsmacked. If you guys don't know what gobsmacked is, I'm so extremely surprised that my eyes can see what my eyes can see. So I'm gonna run the test in the camera and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna run everything for you guys. Yeah, so you're gonna be surprised. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong, maybe I'm doing something wrong here, but again, that's why it's good for me to state facts and not to state opinions, you know, because opinions is something else. Yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing, so is about my exam. Obviously I've been feeling so low about it. This week has been awful. Yesterday I felt, again, I woke up to that same feeling of being useless, of having no purpose. Yesterday morning I woke up with so much anxiety, it was unbelievable. The level of anxiety I woke up with, it was unbelievable, you know. You know, my husband was such a sweetheart yesterday, because yesterday turned up with some beautiful flowers, and I said, I was like, oh my god, I hugged him and everything. I said, what is this for? He said, I don't know, it's just so coincidental, right? So amazing coincidental. I said, what is this for? He said, I don't know, I just had in my calendar, buy some flowers for the wife, and I just bought it. I said, this is amazing, thank you very much. He said, I know, I bought you some flowers, right? And honestly, I said, why do you buy these for? He said, well, maybe something special today. So he bought the flowers. He believed he put that date on the calendar to buy flowers for me. I'm going to turn here because the traffic is absolutely insane. So I'm going to take a shortcut here. By the way, I'm the queen of shortcuts. I learned this with taxi drivers. So he believed he bought the flowers because there's something special going on, but there wasn't. And then I was like, why do you buy me this? I said to him, oh, thank you so much, and I understand how much this means to me today. He said, yes, I know. I said, what do you know? I said, yeah, the reason I bought you the flowers. I said, but why do you buy me the flowers? He said, I know, something special today. It's such a silly conversation. So essentially, I said, but why did you buy me the flowers though? I said, I just had in my calendar, buy flowers for the wife today, so I did. So, and I said, honestly, you don't understand how much these flowers mean to me today, because I've been feeling so depressed, low, yeah, feeling a lot of anxiety. And I told him why, you know, the fact I got made redundant, I feel like I have no use in society, you know, like being discarded. And also this other project not going so, I mean, it's going well. I mean, I don't know, it's going well, but it's all related to costs. I think it will cost me a lot more than I initially expected. And also the headache, having to deal with people, you know, that's normal headache, you know, but it's just more related to costs and the stamina to run this other project, you see, all related to that, and the fact that I currently don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's the first thing why I got this feeling. The first thing, the first point why I got this feeling yesterday, why I kept feeling so anxious and awful about myself as a person, feeling so depressed, and the level of anxiety was off the roof. The second reason was that the day before, when I was practicing, I went to the site, ACCA site, to get some past exam papers and also some answers, and I couldn't get the answers. So I don't know what made me. To be honest, I can't remember well what made me go to click on my profile. But when I click on my profile, because in June or even in September, when I clicked on my profile, it said that I had one exam left. And when I clicked on my profile the day before yesterday, it said I had 4 exams left. And that I started panicking. How come I've got 4 exams left, etc. Right, and then so I'm gonna have to do some shortcuts here because the traffic is insane today. I don't know what people are doing now. Look at me asking what people are doing now when I'm out causing some of the traffic. So I'm just checking my phone. It's still recording. So yeah, so I was panicking. How come I've got 4 exams left? And I remember that there is this 7 years rule for a person to complete their exams. And I thought, oh, don't tell me because it's 7-year rule. So what it means is it took me back a step. That's why I've got this, now I've got 4 exams left instead of 1. So I contacted them and I said, is this because 7-year rule? I said, I'm sure I clicked in June, and he said I had 1, no, I'm not sure. He did say I had 1 exam left. Can you explain what this was related to? And I said to them, if this relates to the 7-year rule, I'd like to inform you that I had a stroke 5 years ago, and me having a stroke obviously affected my ability of me doing this exam, and I said to them if I was to provide evidence, if they could extend this 7-year rule deadline. And immediately they said, sorry, we can't do anything like that because we need to apply the same rule to every single student. Then I thought, that is impossible. I'm sorry, that is impossible. This person of the UK, with UK, they take health problems really seriously. You know, if you have a health problem which will stop you from reaching your objectives, they'll help you as much as possible. So what I did then, let me just see where I need to go here. I'll be with you guys in a second. So what I did then, so I went through a different information center with the ACCA. I drafted this email. Honestly, when I received that message to say, no, we can't extend your 7 years deadline, I replied to them. No, actually it wasn't. I said to them, sorry, let me take a few steps back. On that sorry, I'm so distracted because I'm driving at the same time and I need to pay more attention to the road than to what I'm speaking. So yeah, first initial message, I said to them, listen, if you're going to expand my 7-year rule, then forget it. I won't be taking these 4 exams. I won't be taking the 4 exams again because these exams are so incredibly hard and they take your life. They take your life immensely. And then she came back to me, sorry, the rules apply to everybody. We can't extend the 7-year rule. And I thought, clearly that isn't right. Obviously not that. So yesterday morning, I woke up. No, she sent me the message the day before yesterday. No, sorry. I read the message. I read the messages the day before yesterday. When I opened the message in the morning, hang on, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm concentrating on the road again. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll. And it's raining so much as well, and that's affecting my ability to see the road properly. You know, me talking, so much traffic, raining like anything. So yeah, let me take a few steps back. So so when I sent her the message, initial message with my query, at the end of the message, I said, listen, if you can't extend my 7-year rule deadline, I'm sorry, I won't be sitting. I'm just gonna give up. I won't be sitting these exams anymore, because I'm not willing to sit 3 additional exams which I'd already sat. And she came back to me, that was the day before yesterday. She came back to me, oh, so sorry. Sorry to hear about that, but unfortunately we cannot make any, what's the word? She said, we cannot make any exemptions for anybody. The 7-year rule applies to any students regardless of the circumstances. And that hit me so hard. I said to myself, listen, this is what I'm telling myself. I got made redundant. First, I got made redundant, number one. That's the main reason, really, because I got made redundant, so I feel like I've been discarded. I'm no use. The project that I'm currently doing right now is not going as well as fast as I expected. And I understand now I'm starting to get into my mind, it's fine if it's not being as fast as you expect, because the slower things take, with more care, with less mistakes I'll make. I'm starting to understand that point of it. So I'm fine with the project not going as fast as I expected, and because my initial plan was everything set up before Christmas, at the beginning of December at least, but definitely 100% that will not happen. And still I understand that, but I mean, I'm still feeling low as heck. You know, I'm still feeling low. That doesn't help with my well-being, with my happiness, etc. I still feel low as anything. So there's that. The message about from ACCA. Me feeling useless, discarded, not having a job, even though I decided to give myself a time off, only to go back to work in January 2026, but I still feel as shit. Sorry, I feel bad as anything. My project. So I just feel awful in general about myself. I feel so down and low, and now also me having to revise for this exam, not knowing whether it's any worth me sitting or not. So that's the first message I received. But then I woke up feeling awful yesterday in the afternoon. I thought, listen, this isn't right, because UK, this me thinking after me reading the message the day before, me trying to digest what I read, feeling really depressed, etc. when I woke up the following day. And I went to bed feeling awful as anything. And then when I woke up in the morning, and then I spent the whole morning thinking about it, before lunchtime, this is the conclusion I came, was like, do you care so much about people's health situation? Especially my reason is completely valid. I suffered a stroke 5 years ago. I've been feeling depressed. I felt depressed for quite a while, you know, even though I didn't identify myself as being depressed. My family and my husband have said, listen, you are depressed. Obviously, me going through physiotherapy, visiting my family, like for so many years to get treatment. Obviously, all of these over the 5 years affected my ability to sit this final exam. Obviously, I could have sat the final exam before COVID hit, because I suffered my stroke. The stroke went in the middle of COVID. I could have had a chance to see that exam before COVID hit, which was 2020. But besides the point, you know, at the end of the day, I missed 5 years of those 7 years deadline. So I said to myself, let me send an email, because when you send an email to ACC, you can go different routes, because route of this, route of that. So essentially, the first route that I chose was the route called the exams, and tell you whatever exams. So that's the route I went to, and I said, listen, let's dispute their answer. So I went through their general contact information, and I said, listen, this and that. I explained everything to them. I suffered a stroke 5 years ago. When I looked at my records, it said I'm no longer this and that. And the lady was really extremely apologetic, feeling really sorry for me. And she said, you've got to provide this information, provide us with this information, and then we'll assess your situation. And she said, we don't even need to have like your medical records certified. We just need to have a copy of them. We don't need to have originals or anything like that. So if you provide anything to them, we need a medical doctor, a letter from your doctor, which would confirm the fact that you suffered a stroke 5 years ago, etc. And that made me feel, by the end of the day, obviously that level of anxiety, the level of feeling awful still hadn't gone, but improved. It really improved, even though I don't know what their final decision is going to be. I don't know what their final decision is going to be, I'm going to be honest. They could say, no, we've analyzed the situation and our decision remains. Or they could say, yes, we decided to expand. 7 years, we decide to expand your deadline by however many years, or even 1 year, just maybe 1 month. I don't know. So her reply was a lot more positive than the initial one. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. But I'm contemplating, well, I'm definitely going to do it, because I already made my decision. Because I tell you what, once I received that message the day before yesterday, I just stopped studying. I lost it all. I lost my motivation. I lost it all. To be honest, I hadn't been feeling that motivated to do the exam, to study, because these exams are so hard, and I'm going through such a hard situation right now. But I keep telling myself, you're not the only one who's going through this rubbish. Many people are, and so many people go through it, and they fight it, you know. So, but regardless, I haven't really been feel that greatly motivated with. Oh my God, this why isn't this working? Why is this so slow? Yeah, I had to increase the rate of the wipers going, because that wasn't affecting my ability to see the road. So yeah, so I've just been feeling so unmotivated to study. So I did not study at all the day before yesterday. I did not study at all yesterday. Well, I did a bit before the day yesterday, because I said I tried to advance a couple of questions, and then I went to the website to extract some past papers, and then that's where I found out my situation was. But I found out the situation. I did not study at all. I did not study the day before yesterday, or yesterday I did not study. I also haven't studied today, to be honest. I haven't, because I've been sorting out things in my project. That's the thing I've been doing, is I've been sorting out things in project, sorting out things with this exam. And so I'm gonna make, oh, by the way, before I say that, so I contacted my GP, which is general practitioner, my doctor, and I've requested them to provide me with a letter. So I've sent the email with all the details. I spoke to medical secretary. She said, send me this email, what you need, and then I'll pass on this to doctor. I sent that email yesterday afternoon about 4:30. So I sent that email to her afternoon. Let's see what they come back to us. So at the moment, this morning I just spent the time sorting things out with the project, answering queries, providing information, asking queries, sorting out a few things. So yeah, so let's hope I get positive. Once I provide all the information to ACCA, let's hope they come back with a positive answer to me. If not, I won't be sitting for exams. I won't. Those exams are so hard, I don't know. I just won't. I feel so demotivated right now. I just don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I'm too old to go through all the exams again anyway. Oh, not all, so 4, because I had to sit, was it 16 out of 16 exams, and I only had 1 exam left. And to sit for these exams are so hard, they eat all of your life, and I'm just not willing to do it. I'm not, yeah, like I said, I'm even struggling to see just 1, let alone sit 4 again. No way I'm doing it. So yeah, that's the update about me. I'm still not feeling great today. I'm still not. My husband's been really supportive with me towards everything else. He's got no idea. He still has no idea about me sitting his final exam, and I'm not planning to tell him anyway. I'm really not. So he's been extremely supportive, So yeah. So I just want to give you the update today about what's going on with me. Honestly, I feel so scared about posting my findings about that brand, because if what I found is true, and like I said, I'm only gonna state facts, nothing else. If what I found about that brand is true, I'm sure that number one, they're gonna try to, well, if I just state facts, I'm sure they won't just they won't try to action a legal case on me, because I won't be accusing them of anything at all. Just stating facts. Honestly, in a way, I'm in a way, secretly in a way, not secretly, openly in a way, I'm hoping that when I buy the 3rd pack, what I found twice, the 2 times that I've tested, I'm hoping that was just a product, a product mistake, and everything that I found following that is going to be everything sorted, no problems at all. I'm really openly hope that is the case, and that is the truth, because I don't want to be in any hot potatoes with any brands or anything like that, if you see what I mean. Yeah. Just park in the car. I've arrived at the supermarket already. Yes. I've arrived. Anyway, guys, this is all I want to speak to you today. I just want to say goodbye. Not goodbye, sorry. I just want to say hello to you. It's been a while since we spoke. Yes, and yeah, you'll know soon whether I decide to see the exam or not. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get the letter from my doctor. I don't know how long it's going to take for ACCA to come back to me. I don't know whether I should be still revising for this exam, which I think I will, to be honest, because at least if ACCA say, great, we're going to extend your date, your deadline, amazing, I've sat the exam already, fingers crossed I'll pass it. Yes, which I will. Not that convinced, but I need to attract positive energy to me, positive manifestation. So yeah, guys, I'm not sure when I'm next gonna post another video. I think it's gonna be next week, maybe next week. Yeah, I think it's going to be next week. Yes, definitely. But anyway, it's Friday today. I think you're gonna see this video on Sunday. Yes, by the time you see this video, I hope that you're having a nice weekend, getting ready for the rest of the week with me. I hope I have a nice weekend. Anyway, I really do. All right, guys, have a nice morning, evening, afternoon, lunch, breakfast, tea, dinner, whatever. Have a nice day. You know, as I said to you guys, sometimes we have really low moments, sometimes we have really high moments, and when we're in a low, we can only go up. When you're in a high, we can only go down. Life is like a roller coaster. It's never stable. Yeah, as much as we like life to be stable, life sometimes hits us in certain situations that we not just unexpected, and also when we least expect it. So hope you like me, just concentrate at the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's hard. For example, yesterday was extremely hard to me. Even today is being extremely hard to me to see that light at the end of the tunnel. But I know that light is gonna shine, and when it starts shining, it's gonna shine as bright as anything. Right, guys? So anyway, I've got to go. The weather is awful today. Oh my god, so awful. It's raining cats and dogs and pigeons and whatever. Anyway, so have a nice one, guys. Have a nice one, and I'll speak to you next time.